Hey, everybody, welcome to the SkyLounge podcast, episode number 263. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. Follow me at the SkyLounge on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Podcast. And also check out the SkyLounge on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Without any further ado, let's get shit started with episode number 263. Football's return and Vegas heat. Untitled rant vibrato. Lethargy and Complacent Sundays. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Football Sunday is back. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All day today. From 10 a.m. until just about 8:30 in the evening here, Pacific Standard Time. Pure football. It's brilliant. It's brilliant stuff. And I got to tell you right now, man. I loved each and every fucking moment of all the games I watched today. And there's only one commonality that I have to complain about. And it's all the fucking political mumbo jumbo nonsense. It's all the social justice warrior bullshit. It's all this, hey, we're going to defend criminals and put their names on our fucking helmets and all over our commercials. Why would you do that? You know, that's the dumbest fucking thing you could do. When for months we have seen how divisive Black Lives Matter is. After we've seen through ample evidence that Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, Jacob Blake, a lot of these cats weren't the cleanest fucking people. But I think I've accepted this fact that most and all American athletes are politically illiterate and entitled Americans all around who work within a selfish parameter of smelling their own farts and not really understanding that, hey, most people don't want to smell that shit. You know, keep your fucking political opinions to yourself. You know, especially you're an entertainer. You're a fucking entertainer. I'm more than an athlete. You get paid millions of dollars, right? Because you are a physical specimen. And within the space and field of meritocracy, you have beaten out everybody else to get to where you're at. So, motherfucker, I don't want to hear you fucking talk politics because that's not where your expertise is at, bitch. And when you have athletes who don't fucking read and try to fucking explain shit to me, I feel like that is the worst fucking thing you could do. That is the stupidest shit you could do. And you should be open to criticism. And so when you have all these football players taking a knee during the anthem, I roll my fucking eyes. I think, really? Why the fuck are you kneeling? I got the Colin Kaepernick and the George Floyd. That's the irony of all this shit, right? You're kneeling for George Floyd when he got kneed in the fucking neck. Do you left-wing retards really not understand what irony is anymore? And you understand that when you keep perpetuating this narrative that police are actively out there trying to kill black men, you as athletes who are doing that shit with the fucking platform and the number of millions of people that follow you, especially NFL players, you understand that spreading misinformation is more dangerous than anything else, you fucking morons. I love football, man, but Jesus fucking Christ, can you motherfuckers knock it off with this goddamn politics shit? You guys sound retarded. You guys sound genuinely retarded because your political illiteracy is just plastered all over itself. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous. That's the one fucking thing that just bums me out about watching sports nowadays. It is just nonsense politics, nonsense identity politics, nonsense cancel culture all around. God damn it, man. That's why I like the mute button now. The mute button is fucking great. I don't have to listen to goddamn nonsense fucking political commercials. I don't have to listen to these fucking insane fucking pedo asshole celebrities promoting their late night TV bullshit. The mute button is a wonderful thing, my friends. It truly is. But even with the mute button, if you have information relayed in front of you and you can read, you can make up your own goddamn plan and shit. Yeah. Because guess what? Even without these fucking television shows screaming at me, Monday Night Football, I know there's going to be Monday Night Football. And damn, you know what? Monday is filled to the brim with sports ball. And I know the NFL is going to be the wokest fucking shit possible because it's going to be airing on ESPN. And we all know how ESPN loves to suck themselves off with fucking politics. But you're also going to have the Western Conference final game for the Vegas Golden Knights, which I'm kind of scared of. I'm not going to lie to you. So the Vegas Golden Knights are down 3-1 in their series right now against the Dallas Stars. And dude, I'm not going to lie. I can totally see them losing in game 5 because they just have an allergy to scoring now, or at least doing something on the power play. But we'll see what happens on Monday. Monday's got a lot of good shit going on, man. It does. Even though Vegas is just heating the fuck up. It really is, man. And you know what the curious part is? I'll tell you what. Just a week or so back, there was a 2-3 day period where Vegas's weather was averaging about, I would say, 80 degrees, maybe like 79 degrees. And it was so nice, so cool. And then now we are just back to 98 degrees averages. And damn, man, it is a world of a difference. But really, that transition weather day, right, where it went really from that 80 to 96 average, that swift change was met with this disgusting level of humidity, which really just drives this kind of lazy, complacent nature within myself. And this is where, the excuse comes out that I haven't really been going to the gym. I mean, I haven't really gone to the gym over the last few weeks, but usually, I'll compensate by doing, some shit in the garage. But I haven't been doing that over the last few days. And I'm feeling the detriments of that. I'm feeling the downside of that. And I tell you, football Sunday, definitely didn't help. Just sitting there all day on my ass, watching fucking sports ball, watching football teams, with upsets and bitch slaps. It was great. I'm actually, curiously enough, watching NFL Tonight right now, or Game Day Tonight, whatever the fuck they call that show. The fucking highlight reel show. That's what we'll call it. Although, it's better, kids. Instead, you just go on YouTube, watch actual highlights, right? And, pause and just look through games that way. Because when you hear commentary, when you hear narratives, it fucks with your bias a little bit. So putting that mute button, I'm telling you, that mute button is a powerful fucking friend. And you can just do that and watch, and sometimes you can multitask. That's the best part. And bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, I do that shit a lot with watching television shows on the side if I'm playing a video game or have another sporting event, that I want to watch. So I'll give you an example. So I'll be on the PS4, playing FIFA or No Man's Sky or whatever the fuck I'm playing on the day, and I'll have maybe a live sporting event going on, on a tablet, or maybe like a highlight reel of what a game that day, and I'll also have a television show, like some random shit going on. And I've told you about how I went ahead and canceled Netflix and Hulu, and I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't fucking do it. But Crunchyroll, man, I still rock that shit. I still fuck with Crunchyroll. I like my animes. I do. I can't fucking help it. Like, I haven't watched Hollywood produced, live action, American shit, like any of these Hollywood Peter Wood shit. I haven't watched in like 2.5 months. That's how distanced I am from that shit now emotionally, even though I have a 4-5 stack collection of just American media, Hollywood shit all over. But man, something about animes, dude, they're too good. They're too good. And of course, I mean, every country has their, fatal flaws and their, horrendous history. But I like my animes, man. I do. I do. And you know what I'm doing right now? I'm rewatching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And this has been going for a couple weeks. So it's been a slow just consumption of, rewatching JoJo, while simultaneously doing all these things, or watching, sports and playing video games and shit. And rewatching it right now, I'm on part 3, Stardust Crusaders. It is such a great series, just as an anime right now. And for those of you who are interested in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, I would absolutely recommend you check it out. And most of you probably do have, Hulu and Netflix. And so Hulu has part 1 through 4, I believe, dubbed and subbed. And Netflix only has parts 1 through 3, which I also think is parts, both are subbed and dubbed. But Crunchyroll has all 5 seasons animated. Where's part 6? Well, that's a great question. People in the JoJo fandom ask that all the time too. So, super long story short, it's not out. It won't be out for a long time. Part 6 will not be animated for a long time. Don't ask. Just that's the way it is. But this is where, you have to read the manga. And right now, I actually did read some parts of, Stone Ocean, which is part 6 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and I'm about maybe 2 or 3 volumes into the anime, or actually manga, I apologize, manga right now. And, hey, what's the difference between manga and anime? All right, you uncultured swine, I'll explain it to you. Anime is short for animation, and that is visual shit, like a television show. Manga is a book, like a novel or comic. So, there you go. So, the manga is actually pretty damn good, part 6, but I hear part 7 is supposed to be like just otherworldly, next level, god tier shit in terms of the JoJo Bizarre Adventure world. So, trying to gum myself into the water though, real fast here, and man, I get distracted too much. And that's the whole thing with the whole, having the video game up, sporting event up, and fucking anime up. I'm not a good focuser. I tend to jump around things. My mind wanders a lot. It does. And a lot of times, what it tends to wander off to, after just being nice and relaxed, is what's happening with our world right now. What's going on with all this shit. And so remember, yesterday on the Untitled Rant, we talked about that movie Cuties. And again, I'm not watching that shit. There's no fucking way I'm watching that shit. But we're realizing more and more there is a key issue in the world today that we have to unify on. And I've said this yesterday. And it's against pedophilia. Everyone has to understand that this is the real fight of our generation. And I remember just watching some fucking commercial today, watching football all day today. Some jackass on Amazon saying climate change is the battle of our generation. No, the fuck it's not. Human trafficking, child trafficking, pedophilia, all that shit is actually the fight of our generation. We're trying to put an end to that shit. At least the decent people in this world. What fascinates me is the left-wing media's just blind and arrogant way to just ignoring all this horrendous shit happening to children, and then just deflecting all that and just ignoring all that shit and just yelling about Trump. Man, Trump derangement syndrome is so real, and I'm realizing that more every day. As closer as we're getting to the election, it's more prevalent, it's more evident that Trump derangement syndrome is in full force. Mainstream media and the left-wing media have really gone overboard on that shit. And I'll tell you, Peterwood celebrities really dialing that shit up to, 1,000% is the most nauseating shit to watch. And man, motherfuckers like Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, Stephen Colbert, Trevor Noah, that fucking twat who also runs a late night show. I forget what the fuck her name is. The big fat pussy, James Corden, whatever the fuck. Oh, dude, I mean, all these assholes are just left wing PETA with pieces of shit. And they are absolutely horrifying to listen to. They're not funny at all. Their fucking incessant need for attention by just bagging on Trump is pathetic. And each and every day pass and I see Trump doing shit every fucking time, I just think to myself, there is no fucking way you're looking at this guy and thinking, oh, he's on the wrong side. Dude, Trump is working it. Trump is just dunking on haters right now. And this man is in absolute just, I don't know, beast mode right now. These federal arrests that's been happening in these riot-filled cities, it's been incredible to watch. And I love it. And right now, if I'm not mistaken, President Trump is in the state of Nevada doing a couple of rallies. And I believe tonight he did have a campaign rally at about 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I actually have to watch the two Nevada campaign rallies. And the reason why I have to watch that is because I want to hear the words that President Trump is saying. I want to hear what he's talking about. I want to really see what he's thinking. Because relatively speaking, he has been very upfront rather than some of these fucking left-wing politicians. And they are hiding under their, protection of shit-ass fucking celebrities. And I'm telling you, man, those assholes suck fat, mutilated genitals, and it's not even funny. It's actually fucking disgusting. But yeah, that's how much I hate those motherfuckers. I just can't stand Peter Wood. And mainstream media pushing all this TDS bullshit and it trickling down to our cultural institutions. And when that includes sports, man, I get pissed. I get irritated. And I absolutely hate it. Fucking hate it. Like I say, man, sports should be about sports. That's why you enjoy it. I mean, I'm watching the highlights of all the games that happened today and just realizing that, man, sports is so great. And the NFL in particular, man, because it's just such a shortened time frame of playing the game and 16 games in a season and every week is a battle, it's just pure madness to watch. And I appreciate, just being able to kick back and enjoy it. But again, if you start inseminating politics in that shit, and you're not just cream pieing the motherfucker, you are just blasting that thing with cream all up inside with like a fucking industrial sized, pusher. Bro, it's just ridiculous. God damn it, man. This is what happens in Untitled Rants, kids. I kind of ran out of things to say. And I'm pretty fucking tired. I really am. My sleeping schedule's been all fucking over the place, and drinking definitely doesn't help. I'll be honest about that shit. Drinking definitely doesn't fucking help. But we're at this point now, children, where I don't know. and just try to look at things through a very objective way and try to compare things, to my past experience and shit, and just all the shit that's happening right now and all the clown world shenanigans I'm seeing that just doesn't sit right with me. I mean, I got to talk about it. And that's the thing. The NFL all day today, they were excessive with the SJW shit. To a point where you just want to fucking throw up. You can't fucking listen to all this garbage anymore. Like, George Floyd's family fucking popped into the fucking Minnesota Vikings game. Like, dude, your fucking son is a ex-criminal, not even an ex-criminal. I mean, you have a fucking rap sheet. You're an asshole. Beat your fucking woman. You're in like a smut film, like a porn film. And yeah, I'm not shitting on porn stars here, man. All I'm saying is, like, you're not the fucking cleanest of motherfucking dudes. And now all of a sudden, because you got drugged up on fucking fentanyl, a lethal dosage of fentanyl, you are high on other shit that was found in your system, cocaine also being one of those fucking substances, bitch. And because you get fucking, necked on by a jackass police officer, you're a fucking hero. Go fuck yourself. You and your family can go eat a bag of fucking dicks. George Floyd is a hero. George Floyd is dead. And he's a fucking idiot. Oh, and guess what? If you want to go that fucking deep rabbit hole shit, dude's a pawn. Dude's a pawn to get this whole Civil War shit started. Because you fucking sheeps are all retarded as hell. You think every black person gets killed by a white cop? No, you're fucking retarded. They systematically do this shit everywhere, especially during election time, to push the attention away from actual issues, actual things that need to be solved, like human trafficking rings and all these underground child cages that federal agents are starting to find. Remember Ghislaine Maxwell? Yeah, that bitch. She's been quiet, but all these arrests on children rings, all these cages being found, what's the deal with that shit? I don't know. Ask the right questions, motherfuckers, all right? God damn it. I'll leave it at that today, man. I want to enjoy my fucking football highlights, and if I get into this goddamn rabbit hole of pedophilia, Peterwood, George Floyd, and the fucking intentional push of Marxism through black supremacy, bro, I don't really know what else to say to you. We'll have another day for that shit. Probably sometime soon this week. This is like the bees and the birds talking shit, so be on the tune for that. Be on the tune for that, bro. I am fucking tired of shit. You ain't right in the head. Never was. Never was. I'm just a dude who speaks my thought. I'm very honest about it. And boo fucking who if you get sad. Because ultimately, in the Untitled Rants, I go a little haywire. So I'll be back with the scripted shit tomorrow. So on the next episode of the Sky Lounge, sports ball updates y'all as Kirk Cousins is staring into my fucking soul here through the television. All right, motherfuckers. I appreciate you dropping by this episode. Click. Follow me at the Sky Lounge on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Podcasts. And also check out the Sky Lounge on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And until next time, kids, fuck off.